I'm in salad and I saw kids. It is directed by Jerry Clark. This was a movie requested by one of my $20 patrons. If you'd like to request a movie, hit me up on my Patreon. I had not heard anything about this movie, like, at all, when I first was looking up it, and I was like, oh, kids. First of all, remarkably hard movie to search for, by the way. Except for when I put it into Google, it was really easy, but on DuckDuckGo, not so much. It was kind of hard to find. I will go more into this, but I gotta say, first, I gotta say no, there's spoilers. Spoilers ahead. Just don't stay here if you haven't seen Kids 1995. But it's been almost 30 years. Why haven't you seen Kids 1995? Alright, this movie starts with a guy. You see a guy is making some love to a woman, and it's a very long scene. The filming style, you kind of just have to sit in it. This is what I've noticed, like, throughout the entire movie. Is just, you sit in the scenes. So he's sitting in the scene, you see this guy, he's making love to this what appears to be a 12-year-old. She looks really young, and he looks a little older. It's just, I'm uncomfortable. It's just like, yikes. Pretty much a strong opener. Just to see, like, what type of movie this is. Because this is about, like, you know, kids and what kids are up to. Not relatable to me. I was not this type of kid. I was the type of kid who stayed in my room and drew all day. And wished and longed to go to high school parties. And then whenever I went to high school parties, I would be there for 5 seconds and leave because I didn't know how to socialize with anyone. Because that's living with autism. I think that was actually before the point that I was diagnosed with autism, that I found it very difficult to naturally put myself into social conversations. Like, this movie is entirely about, like, social conversation, well, not conversations, but it's the social environment of kids, teenagers, specifically. So, now we get to, got a guy named Tully, and we also got a guy named Casper. Wow, Casper the ghost. Ooh, spooky. Oh wow, I can't believe it. Spooky. He's oh boy, they're talking a lot about making lots of I'm gonna say fake love because it is not making love. Making love is very specific. They're talking about having lots and lots of the fake love, and it's not ideal, especially since they're going about it unprotectedly. It's like, alright, how many girls can you bang? You keep talking about it, and you also talk about all the diseases that come about it too. And it's like, which is why you should go about it protected, by the way. PSA, for anyone who doesn't know, which is, hopefully all of you should know, but condoms are important. But also bad. I see why you wouldn't use one, but still. You know, this movie is, like, very vibey. I did enjoy watching, what is Casper and Tully? Yeah, Casper and Tully, they're walking down the street. It's nice. It's fun. It's really just, like, I was observing the shots that they were using to show the conversation. You got, like, one shot that's, like, just, like, inside a building, and it's mostly window, but it's, like, partially covered by, like, one of the corners is, like, brick or whatever, and it's just, like, showing the camera, and it's, like, walking, it's following him until they're, like, off screen. It's like, wow, that is really creative. There's definitely a lot of, like, creative uses. Just seeing this movie, I was like, oh, this must be, like, a lower budget film. Like, I haven't looked up any numbers, alright. But it looks like a lower budget film. But that doesn't mean it's bad. I'm actually quite impressed by it. So, to continue with the story, oh boy. You get, the boys. You got Casper, and you also got TULLY, and they're just, they're kind of mobbing. By mobbing, I mean just walking around town trying to hang out with guys. And they do hang out with guys. They go hang out, like, this is like a chill place. What's the difference between a party and like a hanging out of friends? Is it the women there? Because there's no women there at this hangout of friends. So, they were talking about how to smoke. Well, they're not talking about it. They are smoking a lot, but they're talking about the girls that they've had intercourse with, and it's very explicit. It's very explicit, this movie. And also, speaking of women, we get to see the other women. The women, just other girls, wherever they may be in the city, they're talking about their experiences with guys. And you get two girls in particular who are getting an STD test. One, her name is Ruby. She's been sleeping around all the time, and she's just a big ol', she's addicted. Well, I don't know if she's addicted, but she enjoys sleeping around, And then we get Jenny, and she's only had slept with one person, and it was TULLY. They get this STD test. Ruby's like, the nurse is like, you're clean. And then on the flip side, you get to see the nurse tell Jenny, that she's not clean. She is HIV positive. And seeing this, when it came to Ruby's results, I was like, I bet Jenny's gonna be positive, because there has to be like some sort of lesson. You gotta understand, you can get HIV even with one partner. This was like during the 90s, which was a big thing. It's a bigger thing than it is now today. HIV was like newer back in the 90s. So it was a big like awareness kind of thing. It appears, somebody who's born in 2000 talking to you about 95. Anyway, so then, whew boy, Jenny's all sad and distraught. She's trying to find TULLY. That's her new mission. You gotta find her. But guess what else everybody else is up to? Casper is kind of like skating. He's a little skater boy. He likes to skate, and he likes to skate into people. And those people that he likes to skate into like to retaliate back. Hey, what are you doing? You push him off. I found it a little bit unreasonable to push him, but I found the next few things to be very unreasonable from Casper's and his friend's perspective, because he pushes him, and so they start hitting him with a skateboard, and then they keep hitting him and like kicking him, punching him, and Casper, the one that like makes him unconscious, bam, hit, punch, punch, bam, 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 pretty much like that. It's like playing the drum set. So, oh boy. Then, as they're talking, discussing, instead of being like, maybe I shouldn't have done that to an old man. Maybe I shouldn't have just beat somebody up because I bumped into them and they pushed me because I bumped into them. Maybe instead I'll try to hook up with this younger girl. She's younger than me. I'm older than all of these people, and I'm here to take their virginities. That's specifically what he wants. TULLY and Casper are sex fiends, as you might say. They go to this a party where them sex fiends do hook up. Casper hooks up with, or sorry, no, not Casper. Tully hooks up with the lady girl. And it's like, oh no, you are positive for HIV now. This is not good. This is how it spreads, right? Just, has he been diagnosed with HIV? Obviously not. He's still out there giving it away. Go have some HIV. Ugh, it's like candy. More like, here is a virus. Here is vouches. Is this the boys? Here's informational vaccines. That's not what that stands for. Have some hot, intense vaginal. That's what that means. He's just giving all the HIV away. Just handed it out like candy, like, here you go. You get some HIV, you get some HIV, and you get some hot, intense vaginal. He's giving all the HIV out. And also the disease, which is not as fun, but you know, out of sight, out of mind, am I right? Pretty much. That's pretty much his mentality. Of course, guess who's also there? Jenny. Jenny gets to the party and is disappointed to find that he is sleeping with someone. It's like, oh, you're just spreading more HIV. That's not good. No, I'm gonna pass out on this couch right here, despite the consequences that may happen. And the consequence it is, Casper comes up and starts having sex with her while she's asleep. It's like, ugh, no, gross. You didn't ask at all beforehand, at any hand, you didn't ask, and now you have HIV. That was the worst decision of your life. You have about 7 years before you get AIDS, and then you die. You die quicker, rather. Everyone dies. You just die quicker. You do not want to die quickly. You obviously don't. Well, you're living a lifestyle which leads you to die quickly. And I'm just like, no, I'm not a big fan. And that's how the movie ends. It is painful just to see all the fraternization happening and none of the responsibility necessary. I just was a more responsible teenager than this. So it's just like, it was probably the different environment. I don't see any of these kids like having any proper adult supervision. You get to a point where like they're stealing, they're shoplifting alcohol, and they're stealing money, and the mom doesn't care, like at all. So, you know, these children do not have proper adult supervision, and because of it, they're ruining their lives. They're literally contracting HIV. That's not good. That's not good at all. And so, I gotta give this movie a solid 7 out of 10. If you like that content and more content at patreon.com/ASEPresents for $3 a month, you get some daily vlogs plus some extended mint salad sauce. $20 a month, you get 1 review per 1 month. So go check out patreon.com/ASEPresents. More links to support me are in the link tree down below. If you want to talk to me, I'm answering all fan DMs on fansly.com/itsmintsalad. Until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my salad croutons and bacon bits.